Hey y'all. Oh my goodness. I hope everyone is feeling well. I myself this morning am feeling beautiful. Hello. So I want to tap on with y'all as promised. I said I would share with y'all why my boyfriend broke up with me on Valentine's Day. Okay, so yes, I got broke up with on Valentine's Day. Like he literally broke up with me, like hurt my feelings, all of that, right? So let me give y'all some backstory and give y'all a little bit of tea on exactly what it was, right? So yes. So me and him had been dating for 8 months, right? So we've been dating for 8 months. Now, this is the third guy that I've dated since my divorce, right? I was married in a long-term marriage for over 10 years. And yeah, so, a few years passed, then I started dating, like getting in relationships. So he's my third relationship. So I was like, I'm either going to strike out or, this is going to be it. But after this is like it, right? So before I keep rambling on, go back to backstory. It's been 8 months we've been dating. Now, I had to give myself some time, right? Because when you first meet somebody, you need to know, because this is also dating one-on-one, okay? You have to know that, yeah, you got to peel a layer or two off to get to actually, okay, knowing a person and knowing what's really going on, right? And so for me, I love hard, right? I love really, really, really hard. I have a lot of just different things that go on as a woman, right? Just as an empowered woman that I have to stand on, right? And so I had literally put him on like a 30-day like suspension, right? And so he was trying to get me back. And I was just like, no, I'm done. Like, I got to focus on me. Like, I don't have time for a relationship right now. And so he had got me back, right? He got me back and we were going good for about a week. And then we got into a disagreement that led to an argument that then led to him breaking up with me on Valentine's Day, right? And so now, immediately, of course, my girls, the girlies, gonna come to my defense like, oh, he sucks, he's this, he's that. Why would he do that? You're amazing. He broke up with you on Valentine's Day. Like, screw him. Like, that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of that, right? But I had to take my accountability, right? And I want to tell y'all exactly why I got broke up with on Valentine's Day, right? And it was partially some of my fault, right? Because it is the way that I talk to him, right? I'm just gonna lay it out, right? So the way that I talk to him, like, I know how to be sweet, how to talk like this, how to talk like that, but it's like when you cross me, or like when I feel like you're trying me, then you gonna get like a whole nother version of me, and like I'm gonna really be about my issue and like really with all of that. And so for him, that doesn't work for him. Right? That does not work for him. He's been in a certain relationship in his past where he was talked down on and stuff like that, which I'm never one to talk down on a man, but it is a certain way that I will talk when, I'm trying to like stand my ground, basically, And so I had to learn that, again, that doesn't work for him. So long story short, I got broken up with on Valentine's Day because of how I talked to him. Like, he had already talked to me about it like 2 or 3 times prior to, right? Like, because we've been dating for 8 months. And he had mentioned it to me prior to. And so it just came to a head and he was just like, that's it. And so I really had to check myself, because in that moment, after having that time apart away from him, where we was broken up for 30 days, and then him getting me back and us getting back together, I realized like, dang, I really care for this person. I really want this person in my life, right? And so at that moment, that's when it realized when he was just like broke up with me and just like, yeah, like he was dead serious. I was like, oh snap. Like, and nothing mattered, like no pride or no, well, I ain't finna do this, I ain't finna call him, I ain't finna apologize. None of that came into play. Like, I actually had to check myself, had to really talk to him, had to really apologize to him. And this is something that I came up with, right? And you ladies can do this if you are lover girls, right? And yeah, you dating a guy or whatever, and you feel like y'all can have like a healthy relationship together, right? Possibly with the intentions of marriage, right? So I wrote down, right, things that I would never do to my husband, right? Because a lot of us always talk about manifesting our husbands. I hear ladies talking about that. Ladies always want to be married. Like I said, I've always been a married woman. I am a wife. So yeah, we have to manifest things. And this is something that I'm manifesting, right? And you could manifest it too. I wrote down, I said, I vow to never get loud with my husband. I will not yell or scream or raise my voice. Even if he gets loud with me, I will not get loud. I will remain calm. I will never embarrass him in public. I will never criticize him in front of others. I vow to watch my tone and use my words wisely. And I vow to use my words for only building up and encouragement. All right? So that is what I wrote down, like vows to myself and how I would treat my husband, right? Because this is very, very important, ladies. This is very important. We are the women, right? It's important for us not to take up the savagery and the vulgarity of men, you know, and sometimes things that we've experienced in the past, in past relationships, has brought out toxicity in us. Like me, like when I was married, like I was in a toxic marriage. So I know how to be toxic. Like I worked through not being toxic no more. I worked through, okay, all of this. And then when you get in a relationship, a new relationship, a fresh one, you get to see like, dang, I'm really not as healed as I thought I was, or as far as I thought I was. Like I need to check myself, because now here is, you know, new grounds, new opportunity. And you got to always make sure that you don't bring anything old into something new, right? Because there's certain triggers, certain things like that. Like me and him, of course, got back together. Of course, got my man back. Yeah, I have one of those. A man. Yeah, I have one of those, right? So, you know, yeah, I went to a little anger management. They do have free online anger management classes. Because again, I am a woman of a little bit of dominance. Like I'm going to have my boundaries. I'm going to have my standards. I'm going to have the way that I like things. It's certain things I'm not going for. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, learning how to really embody your full womanness, like all your femininity, what people like to talk about a lot. Really embodying that and channeling it to still be able to get your point across and to still be able to ultimately be loving, right? Because that's what we want to be. That's what men need. Men need our loving, right? And even in saying that, I want y'all to understand that it's not enough to just be a man or have a man. You want to have a good man, right? There's a difference then just being a man and being a good man, you know? And so that's where it comes from too. Sometimes we don't know. Like with him, like when we and him first met, like, yeah, if you try me, then you go there, I'm going there too. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know you like that. You see, and I don't know if you just gonna be some random person that I just met and that you try me, or, you know, like, you don't know. But then once you start getting to know a person and you start getting to see like how they truly feel about you, and, you know, you start seeing like that, you just like, oh, okay, this person is really serious about me. You can tell if somebody is really serious about you, right? And a lot of times, it's a lot of pursuing out here, right? It's a lot of women in pursuit of men, right? Like, even going fishing. Like, it's a thing where you could go fishing. Like, I don't think it's nothing wrong with it. If I get dressed up and get cute and say, I'm finna go out tonight, see what's finna pop, then that's one thing. It's another thing to permanently place myself somewhere and say, oh, I'm going to go to a bar and I'm going to look and I'm going to be trying to bring somebody to me, like drag somebody to me. That is, yeah, we're going to have to get into, and I'm going to have to tap into another time about what truly being attractive is. You know, because one thing about it, when you're attractive, you just attractive. People are attracted to you, right? And there's a difference from being looked at as fine, pretty, sexy, whatever, and actually being looked at as being attractive, right? And so, yeah, it's one thing that I've always said since young, is that beauty starts on the inside. And so, again, even when our feathers are ruffled, and going back to the point of the video, even when our feathers are ruffled, as women, we still have to hold our composure. We still have to have self-control over our anger. Because sometimes, like, and it was crazy because I even explained to him, I was just like, I don't know why, like, you're the only person who just gets me so mad like this, right? And it was having a conversation with one of my friend clients, right? She's my friend and she's a client. And yeah, she was saying, she was just like, don't make him pay for something that he didn't do, right? And so that's kind of when you have that old experience that you went through in your other relationship or something, and somebody kind of does that or whatever, and then it kind of rubs you the wrong way because you're just like, dang, I don't want to always keep putting up with this, but it's just like, this is the first time you ever put up with this person. Like, you have to give them a clean slate. And so really what it's all about is self-awareness. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, that is the story, and that's what happened, and that's how I got broke up with on Valentine's Day. Like I said, yeah, I'm not big on holidays for real like that. And then for Valentine's Day, actually, I will share, I wound up getting him something, and I got him a card, right? It was just a heartfelt card. Like, it was something funny, something cute that I saw while I was picking my daughter up something, actually, because I had, my daughter was my Valentine. I asked her would she be my Valentine. And so while I was picking her up, her gift, I saw a card and got him a card. And so, ladies, we got to be more mindful, too, to know that sometimes it's good to give your man something on Valentine's Day, right? Because when I gave him that card, like, he loved me even more because he said he never got nothing for Valentine's Day. It's like, it's always been a pressure on him to do. You know, it's always a pressure on the man to produce or have something, which we want our men to, you know, have stuff and do for us and stuff like that. But to put all that pressure all the time on them and for them to feel like they always got to be in that position, you actually have women out here who have the funds, who make more money, who, you know, all that, and they still put all this pressure on a regular man to go above and beyond and all these high levels of expectations instead of just being simple and just appreciating and loving what you have right there. Like, give him something. Like, and honestly, I kind of figured that. I kind of knew that he never got nothing before. I kind of figured that and sensed that. And so that's why I wanted to do it. And like I said, it's the small things that count. No, I'm not finna buy him a car, buy him no perfume. Like, I'm not finna do all of that. I'm just gonna do something small, something cute, just to give to him, because it's nothing like receiving, you know, especially when you're a person who's always been putting out. You're always giving. You're always pouring, and you know what I'm saying, and like that. And a lot of times you do have some good men like that. Like, they always be doing this, doing that. And you know, a lot of times we've been caught up in relationships where we put out a lot in the relationships, and then the relationships end, and then we're stuck left rebuilding after we put so much into one relationship. There's a lot of people out there like that. And so if you are one of those people and you jump back on the dating scene and you find somebody that you really like and vibe with, and you know, it's there, it's going to be challenges and different things that you are going to have to work through, and you are going to have to look at yourself. It's quick to be ready to, because I have fight or flight. Like, it's quick to be ready to like call it quits to a relationship, but you also have to look at yourself in the relationship. You get what I'm saying? Like, look at yourself too and be like, okay, what is this? Because that's what I had to do. Like, when he broke up with me, I was like, it's no way this man did all of this to get me back. Like, went all out for my birthday and did all this and just really like changed and like leveled up, like to show me that he really wanted me, just for him to turn around and break up with me. So I knew it was something that I had did, and so I had to go back and look, and I was able to pinpoint, you know, that I was talking to him crazy, and why I had started talking to him crazy, and where it had came from, and how, you know what, be a little lax, have a little bit more mildness to myself, have a little bit more self-control, more kindness, right? And all that good stuff. And that's just all it is, right? And so, yes, y'all, I'm feeling beautiful this morning. I was glad I was able to tap on with y'all again. That is my story, and that is what happened when I got broke up with on Valentine's Day. I'll talk to y'all later.